Imagine waking up one morning, looking out your window, and realizing the center of your vision is blurry. You rub your eyes, thinking it's just a bad night's sleep, but the blur stays. This is how macular degeneration often creeps in, silently, without pain, stealing your sharp central vision over time. And here's the shocking part. By the time most people notice symptoms, the damage is already significant. But there's good news. While there's no outright cure yet, research shows we can slow its progress, sometimes dramatically, through simple, consistent lifestyle changes. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated equipment. In fact, many of these habits cost nothing at all. Today, we'll explore 5 proven habits that could help preserve your sight for years to come. These are not random tips pulled from thin air. They're backed by leading ophthalmology research from the National Eye Institute to Harvard's Eye Health Studies. And before we dive in, if you value your vision and want to learn more ways to protect it, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with friends or family who need to hear this. At the end of the video, I'll also be asking you a question about your own daily habits. So keep watching and join the conversation in the comments. The first habit is something you might think you can quit later, but every day you delay could cost you more vision than you realize. Let's start with the elephant in the room, smoking. You've probably heard it's bad for your lungs and heart, but did you know it's one of the strongest risk factors for macular degeneration? Smokers are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop the disease than non-smokers, according to the American Academy of Ophthalmology. And here's the kicker. It doesn't just increase the risk, it speeds up the damage once the disease starts. Cigarette smoke contains thousands of harmful chemicals, including free radicals, that attack the delicate cells of the retina. Over time, these toxins damage the blood vessels that feed your macula, the small but vital part of the eye responsible for sharp central vision. Once those cells are gone, they don't regenerate. Some people think, well, I've smoked for decades. The damage is already done. But research shows quitting at any stage can still slow disease progression. In one long-term study, former smokers saw their risk drop closer to that of non-smokers over time. In other words, it's never too late. Quitting is hard, but it's not impossible. Many people succeed using a combination of nicotine replacement therapy, support groups, and gradual habit changes. The key is to commit to a specific quit date and replace the smoking ritual with something healthier, like a quick walk or deep breathing. And here's the transition you need to hear. While quitting smoking removes one major source of damage, your eyes still need active protection. That's where the second habit comes in, feeding your retina exactly what it needs to defend itself from the inside out. You've probably heard the phrase, you are what you eat, but for your eyes, it's more accurate to say, you see what you eat. The cells in your macula are under constant attack from light, oxygen, and free radicals. To fight back, they need antioxidants, the body's natural defense system. One of the most important nutrients for macular health is lutein, found in dark, leafy greens like spinach and kale, and zeaxanthin, abundant in yellow and orange vegetables like corn and bell peppers. These carotenoids act like internal sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and protecting your retinal cells. Another powerful ally is omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fats make up a significant portion of your retina's structure, keeping it flexible and functioning properly. The Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, olive oil, and fish, has been linked in multiple studies to slower macular degeneration progression. But here's an important twist. Alcohol, especially in excess, can do the opposite. A 2022 Australian study found that drinking more than one standard drink a day significantly increased the risk of late-stage macular degeneration. If changing your entire diet feels overwhelming, start small. Add a handful of spinach to your breakfast eggs, swap one meat dinner for grilled fish each week, or snack on walnuts instead of chips. Over time, these little changes feed your eyes the nutrients they need. But even the best diet sometimes can't provide enough of certain key nutrients. That's where the third habit comes in, one that has decades of scientific evidence behind it. Back in the 1990s, researchers at the National Eye Institute began a massive study to answer a simple but crucial question. Could specific nutrients slow the progression of macular degeneration? This project became known as the Age Related Eye Disease Study, or AREDS, and its results changed eye care forever. The original findings showed that a particular blend of vitamins and minerals significantly reduced the risk of advanced macular degeneration in people who were already in the intermediate stages of the disease. The impact was so remarkable that it became a standard recommendation among ophthalmologists worldwide. But science didn't stop there. A follow up study, AREDS2, fine tuned the formula after researchers discovered that high doses of beta carotene, one of the original ingredients, were linked to a higher risk of lung cancer in smokers. In the updated version, beta carotene was replaced with two powerful antioxidants found naturally in the eye, lutein and zeaxanthin. These carotenoids act like internal shields, filtering harmful light and supporting the structural health of the retina. The AREDS 2 formula is not a miracle pill, and it's not meant for everyone. It's specifically designed for people with intermediate macular degeneration or advanced disease in one eye. For those in the early stages, a nutrient rich diet may still be the better first line of defense. And because these supplements contain high doses of certain minerals like zinc, they can interact with other medications, meaning you should always speak with your eye doctor before starting them. When used appropriately, however, this targeted combination of nutrients can slow the disease's march toward blindness. It's like reinforcing the walls of a castle already under siege, buying precious time for the vision you still have. And as powerful as that sounds, nutrients and supplements alone can't do all the work. Your eyes also need the lifeblood of good circulation, which brings us to the next habit, keeping your body and your vision in motion. Your eyes may be small, but they are incredibly demanding organs. The retina, in particular, consumes more oxygen than almost any other tissue in your body. That means healthy blood flow is non negotiable. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity all strain the blood vessels in your eyes. Over time, this can reduce the nutrients and oxygen reaching your macula, accelerating degeneration. On the flip side, regular exercise and weight control have been linked to slower disease progression. You don't have to run marathons. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, can improve circulation and reduce inflammation. Resistance training using light weights or resistance bands also helps maintain muscle mass and metabolic health, which indirectly benefits your eyes. If you have high blood pressure, managing it is critical, not just for your heart, but for your vision. Simple changes like reducing salt intake, eating potassium rich foods like bananas and sweet potatoes, and getting regular physical activity can make a big difference. Think of it this way: every heartbeat sends a pulse of life sustaining blood to your retina. Keep that heartbeat strong and steady, and you're giving your eyes the support they need. Now we've tackled internal threats, but there's still an external enemy that can damage your eyes every single day, often without you realizing it. And that's where our fifth habit comes in. Most people think sunglasses are just a summer accessory, but when it comes to macular health, they're a year round necessity. Ultraviolet UV light and high energy visible blue light can cause oxidative stress in your retina, contributing to cell damage over time. UV exposure isn't just from sunny beaches, it reflects off snow, water, and even concrete. Over a lifetime, this repeated exposure adds up. That's why eye specialists recommend wearing sunglasses that block 100% of UVA and UVB rays whenever you're outdoors. Look for labels that say UV 400 for full protection. Blue light from digital screens is a bit more complicated. While current research suggests its effect on macular degeneration is smaller than UV, prolonged exposure, especially at night, can still cause eye strain and may disrupt your sleep cycles. Blue light filtering lenses or screen filters can help, particularly if you spend hours in front of a computer. Another tip: wear a wide brimmed hat when outdoors. It adds an extra layer of shade, reducing glare and stray UV. Protecting your eyes from light damage is like putting a roof over a priceless painting. Without it, the colors fade and details disappear far sooner than they should. Macular degeneration may be common, but it's not inevitable. By quitting smoking, eating a nutrient rich diet, using proven supplements, staying active, and shielding your eyes from harmful light, you can take back control over your vision's future. Remember, you don't need to make all these changes at once. Start with one habit this week, then add another next month. Over time, these small steps build into a powerful defense. Your sight is one of your most valuable treasures. Protect it, nurture it, and it will serve you for decades to come. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up so more people can discover it, and subscribe so you won't miss our next eye health tips. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 habits will you start today? Leave your answer in the comments below and let's start a conversation.